Ever wondered how the ancient tales of mythical monsters connect to the lively celebrations of the upcoming Chinese Spring Festival? Join us as we discover a special story unraveling the unique customs that make this time of the year so special for the Chinese people. Legend has it that in ancient China there was a monster called Nian, the year monster, with a long head, fierce and terrifying. The year monster resided at the bottom of the sea throughout the year, only crawling onto land on New Year's Eve to devour livestock and harm people. Every New Year's Eve, people in villages would escort their elderly and children to escape to the deep mountains, avoiding the harm of the year monster. On one New Year's Eve, as the people of Peach Blossom Village were fleeing to the mountains, a beggarly old man arrived at the outskirts of the village. The old man had flowing silver hair and carried a bag with him. The villagers, busy with their preparations to escape, paid little attention to the beggarly old man. Only a lady from the eastern part of the village gave him some food and advised him to quickly go up the mountain to avoid the year monster. The old man smiled and said, "If you let me stay at home for a night, I will surely drive away the year monster." Although surprised, the lady continued to persuade him. The old man smiled without saying a word, and the old lady had no choice but to leave her home and go up the mountain for refuge. Under the cover of darkness, the year monster invaded the village. It sensed a shift in the usual atmosphere, especially at the lady's house in the east, where red paper adorned the door and the house gleamed with bright lights. The year monster trembled with anger. As it glared at the lady's house, a moment of hesitation struck. Suddenly, pop, pop, sounds of explosions echoed from the courtyard, startling the year monster into retreat. Terrified, the monster no longer dared to approach. With the break of the next day, the returning villagers found the village unharmed, realizing that the promise made by the beggarly old man had indeed worked. The villagers joyfully gathered at the lady's house, discovering red paper on the door, bamboo sticks still crackling from the previous night's explosions, and red candles inside the house still flickering. To commemorate this auspicious occasion on the first day of the Lunar New Year, villagers donned new clothes and hats, exchanged blessings, and visited relatives and friends. This heartwarming tale quickly spread to neighboring villages, giving rise to the cherished tradition of pasting red couplets, setting off fireworks, keeping homes brightly lit, and staying up all night to welcome the new year. Over time, this tradition evolved into one of the grandest and most beloved festivals in China. You've been a fantastic audience. Wishing you a joyful and prosperous Chinese New Year. Thanks for tuning in.